one reason is we can put it on Instagram, and though boy, it'd be nice to get a clean feed. But anyway, Christie Huff, you were on here quite a few months ago,
Yeah.
and when you were on here, I mean, I think anybody that heard your music knew you were a big deal. But you're getting a bigger. You're getting bigger. How's that
Thank
feel?
thank you. No, I'm just excited. I've gotten some exciting opportunities these last couple of months, and yeah, I'm like I just see, like, as long as I'm progressing, I'm happy. So I'm excited.
That's awesome. Well, I mean, in the world of maybe giant stardom or whatever, the gains you've been seeing on even Spotify. I mean, those are good signs. Like
Thank you.
um, I I've got lots of friends nowadays who do music, and yeah, you're tearing it up there. I'm very
Thank
excited for you, and I'm excited for me because when you make it big, I'm like backstage passes, like,
Yeah.
oh yes,
Hey,
she comes on your show. She does.
exactly.
Can you believe it? Yeah, I can't wait.
Oh,
Just
thank
have to
you.
get through your people. Um,
Well, you're looking at my people right now.
I'm,
So,
I'm looking at your people right now.
yeah, me.
That is that is awesome. That is awesome. Odell
Oh,
Crookberg must know you
yes. Hi,
from
Odell.
YouTube,
Yes. Good to see you.
and you have
Or good to
got
see
your
you via
Facebook.
yeah, I have it on my right now. I'm
Yeah,
streaming to my Facebook and my YouTube. So thanks, guys, for tuning in.
yeah, very good, very good. That is awesome. That is fantastic. So I did this the other night with somebody. Like, who's Christy Huff? Tell us, like, who are you?
Yes, it's so funny. Yeah, I mean, I am originally from Arizona. So anybody from Arizona, shout out to you guys. And of course, I've always loved music, but I come from a family of I have three sisters, and both my parents are doctors, and actually everybody in my family are in the medical field in some way, but me. So it's kind of funny. I'm like a little bit of the black sheep of my family, but everybody's still like very artistic and always loved music. So I was very inspired by that growing up, and I guess some of my favorite things to do outside of music that I did growing up was, like I played tennis, ran cross country, did all kind of stuff like that. And then music was the big thing for me, how I got my self-esteem and how I just kind of, like I have dyslexia. So for me, school wasn't very easy growing up. And um, a lot of the time when I was struggling with school, I would turn to music, and that was my thing that I was good at. So that
Hmm.
is why I like kind of continued on this path. And honestly, like I talk about me having dyslexia. I've talked about it more in the last couple years, and I did a podcast last year during the quarantine for dyslexia awareness, and
Oh, nice.
that yeah, thank you. It's it's just something that has really defined me in my life and what I don't think I would have gone into music to this degree if I would have been good at school. I probably would have gone off and done like something in the medical field like my parents and the rest of my sisters. So, I think a lot of what makes me who I am like are my struggles and my passions together. So yeah, like I love music, and it's kind of funny because people ask me this a lot, like, what do you it's like, who is Christy Huff? I'm like, who is you without music? And I'm like, I am music. Like everything that I do, like as an independent artist, like all you do, it's what I love to do is music, but I don't have like any other time to do anything else than other than like booking shows, playing shows, writing songs, recording songs, all that kind of stuff. So, so yeah, but obviously that's a big part of who I am, but I don't know, like I live in LA. I love to go off and,
Wait, where are you
explore.
from originally?
I'm Arizona. I'm
Oh,
originally
that's
from
right. Where in Arizona?
Mesa. So, like,
Okay. Oh,
right outside of Phoenix.
the Cubs play there
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Mason.
they do. They come for, spring training or summer training,
Spring
spring training.
training.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
A very heavy Cubs town there, really, I think. A lot of
yeah,
Cub
yeah.
fans,
Oh, that's so okay, I forgot about that, yeah.
right? How long have you been in LA?
It's crazy. I've been here, so I moved out here when I was 19. So I've been here for 8 years now. And I love it. Like, people are always like, "Oh, a country singer in LA, like, what is that like?" And I do have strong ties in Nashville. I go to Nashville probably every other month, and aside from the pandemic, I was in LA the whole time. But lately, the last since May, I've been going about every other month to Nashville because it's very important to keep a presence in Nashville. But being in
Right.
LA, I love LA because I think I get inspiration in different ways than people do in Nashville, and I work with producers in both LA and Nashville, but I work with a lot of producers in LA, and it's fun because it kind of gives me a different spin and on my country music, I think. And then I'm originally from Arizona, so the West Coast has just always been my home and always felt like home. And so I love it, and I get to drive. I mean, my family, I'm really close to my family, and being close to them is important to me. So it's nice only being like 6 hours away and being able to drive if I want to.
Yeah, right. Especially during COVID and everything, right? So, but
Exactly.
listen, we have been on for 6 minutes and uh, you haven't sang anything yet. And I
I know, I
think,
should sing something.
we should do, I mean, you're here, we're here to talk, but that's kind
Yes.
of why you're here. We're here
I'm here.
because of that
We're here
music
to
stuff.
sing
So,
and talk, and I love to talk and I love to sing. So
well, I love talking to you. And I remember when we did that show, it was Georgia and Chris, right?
yes.
And wait, was
Oh
it
no,
Georgia
it was
or
Crimson
no?
Clan and
Yeah,
Chris.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yes, and
yeah.
then Georgia and I are really good friends, and I think
Right.
I don't know if I introduced you guys or what. Yeah,
Yeah, you must have. I can't even remember. Like, were we all on a show together? I don't know because we've all become friends and everything. Like,
I
I don't
know.
know.
And
You know
like
what I mean? Like,
through the pandemic and stuff, it's like I've done
yeah.
so many live streams. I'm like they all kind of mush. Like I'm
I
like
know.
who
I
I
know.
know that I
It's
was this
like,
person and that person, and
and I have to be like sometimes like, wait, I haven't met that person in real life. Like,
I know.
like
Yeah,
how
no,
does
it's
yeah?
so weird. But I'm like,
It is.
I'm glad that like I've been able to meet a lot of people through live streams
Mm-hmm.
over the last
Mm-hmm.
year. And it's I mean, even now it's like I'm back to like live in person shows, but like I think keeping live streams going is so important, and and it's fun, and I'm excited to keep it going.
Yeah. Do you do shows where you stream like on Instagram? Yeah.
Yeah, yes. I've done a couple. A lot of my most like in-person live shows as of lately, I've just been doing just performing live, but
Sure.
I really should do both and incorporate both because like during the pandemic, I was doing a live stream like a couple times a week.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I was able to connect with different people and, and kind of become closer. Like, I don't know, social media just makes you closer sometimes than like going out to a show and running and like meeting
Right.
somebody, but then like leaving and never talking to them again? So
Mhm, mhm.
it's,
You
I
know
like,
what? I'm thinking that we could put our heads together, use
mhm.
your brains and my good looks, and, and, maybe we can do a live show with
Yeah.
you on my show,
Yeah.
and, you know, we what I would wanna make sure is that we didn't exclude the audience, the in-person audience, right? But, I mean,
Yes.
I think we could,
Could do it
we
in a
could
way. That would be fun.
yeah, I think it would be
I'm
really
game.
fun because I wouldn't you'd be playing a lot more songs. It would be your
Yeah.
show, but, I mean, I could still introduce you on here. You could take a break after 3 songs or something. We could plan something out,
That would be
and that'd be a
fun.
fun experiment. I think that
Yeah.
would be
Yeah.
cool.
And to kind of
Yeah.
incorporate the live stream to the live show aspect of
Yeah.
things. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I think
Let's do it.
that'd be groovy. Let's definitely do it. Let's definitely do
Yeah.
it. The next time you have a gig that is gonna kinda be, in that, "Ooh, that could
Yeah.
work there," just let me know and I'll,
Okay.
like, grab the date, and then
Okay,
then we can talk about it. If that one doesn't work, we'll do another
we'll
one.
do yeah,
But for sure. Oh
that'll
man,
be
that's
fun. That
exciting.
sounds good.
Yeah, I really like that idea.
Yeah. I know, I'm like, I
It'll be
wanna come to
fun.
Chicago soon and, like, play
Oh,
live
you
in
better.
Chicago. Yeah, yeah, I'll let you
You
know when I'm
better. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're hanging out. That's going to be fun.
there.
I wish I could get all of you, out
I
to
know.
Chicago, and I was in LA in July, and no time to go see anybody, but yeah, I'm going to try and get out there. Well, I mean, I want to get out there permanently, but
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
that's
That's
that's my plan is a 2-year plan. Terry Huff is giving us
oh,
some claps. Odell
nice.
is
That's
just,
my
I
dad.
know, itching for a song. So let's
Okay,
get
yeah, I
going.
know. Well, Odell, you said my new single. I'm going to play my brand new song that just came out on Friday. And
Yay.
I also have a music video that just came out on Friday to go along with it. So this song is called Don't Wanna Know. I don't wanna know that you broke your heart too. I don't wanna know who you found to fix you. I don't wanna hear from a friend of a friend that you miss me, but you're kissing her. Well, then I don't wanna know more than I'm supposed to. That you're giving her your best and it matter less to you. What's the matter with this feeling in my chest? Did I make a mess of you? Or is it just me spinning now backwards, sideways, out of control? Is it just me sitting with everything I don't wanna know? I don't wanna know what she likes about you. That you go to bed late and you hate the morning. And you call it grace, really you're just proud. Then you question change and you're down. I don't wanna know what I already know now. That you're giving her your best and it matter less to you. What's the matter with this feeling in my chest? Did I make a mess of you? Or is it just me spinning now backwards, sideways, out of control? Is it just me sitting with everything I don't wanna know? I already know more than I'm supposed to. I already know more than I'm supposed to. I already know more than I'm supposed to. What's the matter with this? I already know more than I'm supposed to. Did I matter less? I already know more than I'm supposed to. Was I second best? I already know more than I'm supposed to. I don't wanna know, I don't wanna know, I don't. I already know more than I'm supposed to. Yeah, that's my brand new single.
Wow. Holy cow. I mean, that's is that your that might be your first like live stream performance of that
Yeah,
song.
it
Yeah.
is
There you
actually.
go. So I
Yeah.
got that. When you're humongous saying, well, she did that one song on
Yeah,
my show.
yeah.
And it was the first time it'd been live streamed. So there you go. I
There you
like that.
go.
It's a beautiful song.
Thank
Did
you.
you write that?
Yes, I wrote it. I co-wrote it with two really great writers in LA, and it's cool because it was all female written and female produced. One of my
Nice.
co-writers, Anna Schulze, she produced it. So, and then too, my videographer. I have a female videographer. So this song and this video was an all female thing that was done. So I'm really excited and proud of
Awesome.
it.
Hey, in the audience, I'm hitting some people up, seeing if they can stop by and say hi. I don't know if Georgia's working tonight or not, so see if I get a hold of her.
Yeah.
Um, but an all is like an all estrogen crew, as they would
Yes.
say, huh? That's pretty
Exactly.
awesome.
Exactly.
Um, we're gonna have a shoot. It's I should know these things, but a show. I think it's this week, maybe Thursday. It is going to be a couple of women who are one's a filmmaker, one's a screenwriter,
Oh,
and
cool.
they're Latinas, and Latinas in film are way underrepresented, right? So
Yeah. Yeah.
I love seeing that you put that together with all women. And you know what I love to, I don't want to get into politics and stuff too much, but I can just see the guys going, well, that's not fair to eliminate all the men. And I'm like, yeah, it is. Men have been in charge for 5,000 freaking years. We can sit down once in a
Exactly.
while,
Girl
you
power.
know? Did you let guys on the set though, at least?
Yeah, I did,
Okay.
to help
Okay.
out, to boss around. No, I'm kidding.
Well, how did you make those connections with those writers?
Well, so I met Anna at a writers round here in LA. And then Anna she was in the USC pop program, and so
Hmm.
was Haley, my other co-writer. So Anna and I had written a couple songs together, and she was like, "Oh, we should get together with my friend Haley. I think that we would all write really well together." So then we got together, and we're all kind of going through like similar I guess breakup experiences, and wrote that song. So
So wait a minute. It's like a joint breakup, right? So you can't
exactly.
blame it on
I know, it's
anyone.
nice. Songwriting sessions always end up turning into therapy sessions. So we just kind of
Right.
have a therapy
Right.
session and then write about it.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, I tease Chris Angeles. I'm like, just be honest, Chris. You have 3 kids and a husband. You've never actually broken up with anybody. You have a very happy life, and you're just making that up because if all that shit you sing about is true, like that hurts me. Like, who are these guys? What the
That's
hell
so
is their
funny.
problem? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, so 3 women complaining about their relationships. That's got to be fun to put that together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
that's really
it's
cool.
it's fun, to be able to kind of because like, that's when I know like a song is gonna relate to other people when three of us are writing it and we all are feeling the same way, you know?
Mhm.
So yeah, it's fun. And it's fun too because, the way that I write about a certain situation is different the way Anna writes and the way that Haley writes. Then when we all come
Mhm.
together, we end up creating something totally different than the way that only if only one of us were to have written it. So it's
Right
all
now, did you on that? So, who wrote the music? Like, did somebody write the original, the actual music? Come in with the idea, or did you guys do that together too?
yeah. So the way that it worked, so Anna, she was playing that guitar riff, um, you know, and I came in with the title of "Don't Want to Know," and
Mhm.
then we just together we just kind of start humming things, and
So
then
you did so when
fill in the
you
blank.
came up with the title, "Don't Want to
Mhm.
Know." Had that
Yeah,
been a title you'd been considered it other times, maybe like, "Ooh, this might work
yeah.
someday."
Exactly, like, in my phone,
Yeah.
I have, like, notes written down with, like, a bunch of possible, song titles or just song
Mhm.
ideas, and
Mhm.
every time I go
Mhm.
into a co-write, I just, like, start listing a couple of them, and, like, we kind of, vibe with what we're feeling, and, I was like, "Yeah, don't wanna know, da, da, da," and they're like, "Oh, don't wanna know," like, and then we start talking about, like, the inspiration, like, "What do you mean when you wrote down, like, don't wanna know?" And, like, "I don't wanna know, like, what this other person is doing now that we're not together, even though like you see
Right.
me
Yeah.
do, but
Sorry,
you're
I
just
rolled
like,
my eyes because I've been there,
exactly. Like I
not
just think
wanting
it
to
looks
know.
the other way. So then, once we started kind of, a conversation starts, and then, just out comes out, a song.
I think that's like awesome because, um, I mean, I've written technical papers with people, and not too much else. Well, I guess back in my video and film days, I guess we did quite a bit, but just that having those other people there to
Yeah.
bounce ideas off and everything. Now, are both of these songwriters? Are they singers too, or are they just
Yeah.
songwriters? So
No,
then,
we're
how do
all
you pick
artists.
who gets which song?
Yeah, so the way that it actually works, like, so I've written 2 songs with, those group of people, both of which
Mhm.
I've released. Halfway Fell, I released last summer, and I wrote with them, and then Don't Wanna Know I released Friday. And honestly, like, lots of times, you get into co-writes and, Anna does a lot of, like, sync like, gets a lot of her songs into, like, sync, so lots of times when you go into co-writes, you're like, well, maybe, this could get into sync, or, maybe we'll just write a good song. And what I really liked about going into that session is that, I felt like we were writing a song like for me, or like for all of
Mm.
us, but it wasn't like, oh, we're gonna come in and we're gonna write a song for Christy, and how will Christy write it? We just went in that day, both those days, and
Make
we
a
just
song,
wanted to write a good song about how we were
right?
feeling about that certain situation. And then I was like, I want, guys, can I take this? And I was one who sang it. I usually, am the one that sings, because I love to sing demos, so I'm usually the
Uh-huh.
one that sings it. So I sang the demos to both of those songs, and then I was like, "Yeah, I want these for me." And they're like, "Yeah,
Nice.
great, take it." Because a lot of the time, you go into co-writes, and really, really great songs come from it sometimes, and a lot
Mhm.
of the time you go into co-writes and those songs just don't go anywhere, because it's like, you write so many songs, and only so many of
Oh,
them get
yeah.
the light of day, you know? So, yeah, so I was excited, you know, to have gone in and just really liked the songs that I think we all work really well together, and we just go in and with the intent of wanting to write a good song, which I really like
Mhm.
that about writing with them.
I I will say too, um, I don't know what that is. It's something Capri. I can't quite read it down there, because I'm old. Um, I don't know what she does, but I quite often am, inspired by, pot you know, pot smoking, right there. So,
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, what did she have? "You ever poke the smot?"
I'm
So is that
assuming
does that mean pot?
smoke
I
pot, I guess. I
I
don't
don't
know.
even
I
know.
mean,
Yeah, I don't
I don't.
smoke.
I'm not that hip. I'm not that hip.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Yes, thumbs up, laughter. Yes, weed is good. Well, it's for my pain too, and I have that toothache I told you about. So hang on. Thanks for bringing up the subject. So writing, like you have a husband and 3 kids, and you've never had heartbreak, right? Just like I said
Exactly, yes,
about Chris.
26, and I have 3 kids.
Oh God. Like, well, your parents might be happy. I don't know, but anybody else will be like, "Oh, good Lord." Hey, trust me, I've never carried one. Well, I've have afterbirth, but I mean, I've never had to have a baby inside me. I've you know, created in combination with 2 women, 2 children. So, you know what I mean? Like, that's rough enough on me. You know what I mean? So, yeah, country music stars. I have to tell my daughter she should be a country music star because country music stars shouldn't get pregnant until they're, super popular or something, right? I mean, nothing, there were no anti feminism here. I'm just saying, just from the pure,
Well,
you're wiped out at the end of the day. My
Well,
goodness.
and I will say, like, that's one kind of like, I find it to be, and I was talking, I have a female guitar player in my band, and we had a long drive to a show in Laguna Beach the other day, and we were talking about, I guess like the different pressure that women have in
Oh,
particular
yeah.
in this industry. And it's like you could be like a 30-year-old dude and have a family and be able to go on
12
the road
kids.
and just be like, "Peace out, see you
Yeah,
later." But when you
right.
are a woman, like, you don't do that, you know?
Mhm,
And also
mhm.
you are kind of looked at a little bit differently, like,
Or
if
if you
you
do, then they're like, "Oh, look at her." You know what I mean? Like,
exactly,
"I didn't
yeah,
see the
so
baby on the bus."
it
Well,
is
babies don't need to be on buses. It's in the damn
yeah.
hotel room, you know?
Well, I mean, like, look
Like,
at Maren Morris, like, she had a baby and she was, like, posting just, like, cute Instagram pictures with her and her baby, and everybody has something to say about it,
yeah. Oh,
and, like
that's good. Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
it's
it's
so it
crazy.
is
It's
I
crazy.
do think it's unfair, though, what, like, what we as women are kind of the position that we're placed in a lot of the time,
Mhm.
especially, but yeah, it's interesting, especially in country music, when I was talking to my, guitar player, it's like, what comes into our minds as females is, like, our age and
Yeah.
where we are in life and if we're married, if we're not married, all this type of stuff that comes into the equation that we were talking about it. We're like, what makes, it's like you kind of have to keep certain things under wraps, it feels like, which
Mhm.
but then there's also the double standard because then people are like, well, we want to know you about, and like want to know you and your life and all this kind of stuff. And then it's like, yeah, so it's interesting. I don't know.
Yeah, I
But
think, I mean, it's a delicate subject. I mean, could have gone wrong a couple of times with me just talking about it, you know what I mean? Because when I took that big hit of weed, I should think sometimes before I do that. But the the pressure though of being a musician and a, an independent musician,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
You're not signed to any label or anything.
Mm-mm.
Um, do you have any kind of representation?
No, I'm completely independent.
Completely. Yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
because you've been opening for bigger acts like this summer, right?
Yeah, yeah, I've gotten to, kick it off in Wisconsin was, my first festival that I had played since COVID and got to open up for Nico Moon at the Porterfield Country Music Festival. And then I got to open up for Old Dominion and Scotty McCreery and Dustin Lynch at Boots in the Park Country Music
Yeah,
Festival
I saw the
in
stuff you
San
posted on
Diego.
those.
Yeah, and then it sucks. So actually, this weekend I was supposed to be opening up for John Party in Arizona, but it got postponed because of COVID. Um,
Oh,
but yeah, but next week I am opening up for Dylan Scott in Temecula, so which I'm really excited about. So it's
awesome.
it'll be fun. I'm
Yeah.
just so excited that live shows are back, and you know hopefully they're here to stay. If we
Right.
have to go into, like, another lockdown, I just feel, like, glad that I have had these opportunities these last
Yeah.
couple of months.
Psychologically. The I think I mean, in LA, outdoors, it's warm, they should that stuff should just keep going. Um
Oh, I hope so.
people people that are vaccinated maybe or whatever, and you still spread people out a little bit. It's not like a got a mosh pit or anything at a country gig usually, probably. So
Yeah,
maybe they
just
do, I
line
don't
dancing,
know.
a lot of line
Just
dancing.
line dancing, yes. Well, you can have to line dance a little further apart maybe, but
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know
yeah.
um I hope that it can keep going, especially
Mhm.
for you and everybody that works in that industry, and the restaurants and all that stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, if they need to be shut down, they need to be shut down, but we've
Yes. No,
learned a
and
lot.
I
We've
hope
learned a lot, and
yeah,
people need to get vaccinated, damn it,
yeah, yeah,
and that'll make it better cuz
yeah.
you don't get find talent like Christie Huff every day, people. You know what I mean? So, we got to give her every opportunity to have fun because, we don't want her to move on to her next career as a producer or, whatever. But what is the most well, yeah. Do you enjoy creating the work or being the
Yeah,
singer
yeah.
more?
Oh man, I love all of it, like it's funny, like I was actually talking to Georgia the other day, and we were like we both got asked that question, like, do you like writing or recording or playing shows? And to me, I'm like, okay, I love creating a new song. And then once I create a new song, I'm so excited to produce that song. And then once I produce that song, I'm like, oh, I want to play it live now. So it all goes hand in hand. Like I love every part of it for different reasons. And um like I will say, like, I think playing live really does, like, nothing can really make you feel the way that playing live makes you feel. And I can't live without playing live. But then I know there's like some people who, like, you know don't like playing live. I love performing, love playing live, love just the whole like idea of playing with my band and everything like that. But I don't know, that's hard. I like it all for different reasons, but probably playing live is my favorite thing. But then when you're in the middle of like writing a new song, that's also like a
Right.
feeling that, like, you're just in the zone. And it's crazy because like that, the time of being in the zone, it comes and it goes. And I've had like
Hmm.
times where I'm writing a new song every single day, and like, and a lot of those songs, I released, like, I had a time in like 2018 when I was literally writing a new song every single day, and a lot of those songs I've released the last couple years. And um yeah, it's interesting how, like, it's just like a roller coaster when it comes to songwriting, of when you're in the zone or when you're not in the zone. So yeah, I don't know, but I like it all.
Well, I am glad that you like it all, and I loved that
Mhm.
explanation and that passion for it. I will say, I love every aspect of the creative work I've done, but I mean, nothing like being on a stage in front of real live people. I do
Yeah.
not care. I can only think of a couple of things in life that might be more fun than that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that
Yeah.
is, depending on uh other factors, man, it is a just to get the energy from the crowd
Mhm.
and feeling all that. I mean, it is, it's gas. And like, I've only done it like speaking, public speaking and things like
Mhm.
that. You know what I mean? But I've been on stage too, because I used to work in the music business, back when your parents were young. And, the, and you could just, like I've been backstage at some really big acts like
Mhm.
U2 and things like that. And I mean,
Wow.
you can just like, I mean, like that's just that power that lead singer has, you know what I mean? Just because the whole
Yeah.
sum of humanity in front of you at that point is into what you're doing. And I mean, like that's got to feel good for like a week. And if you're doing that
Yeah.
every night,
Oh
that'll
my
feel
gosh.
pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. No, and like to travel and like play music, I'm like, that is like that's the dream, you know?
Yeah. Well, you're living the dream, and I want to talk about that in a little more detail. William Collin from Northern Ireland is
Oh,
here,
hi.
and let's see. Ray Lynn just had her little girl. Says Odell. Odell knows a lot. I
I
think.
know, he really does.
Yeah. Women need to back. Women need men to back them. Well, I would say women need somebody to back them. Doesn't have to be a man. But nothing wrong with it being a man. I tend to, I like women and I'm a man, so it's all okay. Speaking of that, ooh, I was going to go in the other direction, but then you wrote a song with this guy that you like. I heard you told me.
Yeah, one of my recent, which I can play.
Oh, good. Well, let's do that after this story.
Okay. Yeah, my I guess my not my recent single, cuz Don't Want to Know is my newest song that I came out with on Friday, but the song that I came out with right before then, I co-wrote with my now boyfriend, and he produced it. So, yeah, this song is called If I Fall, and we were just kind of writing about falling for each other.
Woo! All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I now officially am calling her my friend because now we've been on TV together uh, twice. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
you'll
one time.
notice.
Yeah.
You notice if you start talking about country music, then my the way that I talk is just going to keep
Just
getting
gonna keep again.
thicker and thicker
Like, I don't
because
know what
I
accent your Chicago accent is so
yeah,
thick.
I spent well, and I lived a long time in New York in my
Okay.
middle teen years, but I grew up in Indiana, and
Oh.
then went to New York, and then I like just I got some weird accents, but I spent my summers in Tennessee.
Oh,
Uh,
okay, nice.
so I mean,
From
I get down
every
there,
part of
you
the
know what I mean?
country. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get down there, and within 3 seconds, I'm right back in Tennessee.
Wow,
So,
nice.
um,
Yeah, I do find myself saying "y'all" more when I'm in
y'all.
Nashville.
Yeah. Well, y'all kill it right here. We're gonna listen to Ms. Christie Huff.
Do you imagine when you'll be moving? Do you think about it? 'Cause I do, when the attraction is not so shiny new. Do you think about it? 'Cause I do. I try to tell myself I got nothing left to lose. Deep down, I really know I'm so scared of losing you. If I fall, will you notice I've been alone? So I'm cautious, 'cause I'm afraid I'll stumble on my broken eyes. If I fall, will you ever look back? Will you ever look back? Oh, do you remember our trip to Malibu? I wanted to say that I think I love you. I try to tell myself I got nothing left to lose. Deep down, I really know I'm so scared of losing you. If I fall, will you notice I've been alone? So I'm cautious, 'cause I'm afraid I'll stumble on my broken eyes. If I fall, will you ever look back? I'll be waiting there for you, hanging on it, and there you go again. If I fall, will you notice I've been alone? So I'm cautious. If I fall, will you notice? Oh, I've been alone. So I'm cautious, 'cause I'm afraid I'll stumble on my broken eyes. If I fall, will you ever look back? Yeah.
Oh man, um, that was a fun song. That was a fun
Thank
song.
you.
I really like that. I was just thinking about you and the other half there writing that song together and having that, to have with you. I think that's very beautiful. That is
Thank
very nice.
you.
That's very nice. The the I mean, I have singer songwriters on here, but I mean, you're a full fledged country singer with a band. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Nothing against a singer songwriter. I've got lots of singer songwriter friends, but like tell us a little bit about the band.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I started playing with like a band when I moved to like a couple like maybe like a year after I moved to LA, and
Mhm.
I've gone through, different musicians
Oh, of
that
course.
have
Yeah.
come and go. Um and the band that I was playing with right before I right before the pandemic, my drummer and my guitar player now live in Nashville, which is actually great
Ah,
because now when I go out to Nashville, I have a band. And
right.
then I just started playing, since the pandemic. I did a couple live streams, and then now, so
Hmm.
I have a band that's fairly new that I've been playing with the last couple months in LA, and it's been so much fun. The best part about playing with a band, is I played with like enough like different types of people and musicians and things like that to kind of now understand and know what like where the vibe of the band comes from and all that kind of stuff. And each vibe and each group of people who I played with has all been really awesome and really fun and different. Everybody plays differently and everybody's personalities are kind of different. So I've loved, all the different people who I played with in the past, and I really love the group of people who I'm playing with right now in LA. It's my first time ever having another female in the band with me, which has
Hmm.
been so much fun.
Uh-huh.
Just because I'm used to being one of the guys, which is always really fun, but it's just a different dynamic, with another woman with me, and
What does she play? What she play?
she plays electric guitar, so she's
Oh shit.
yeah,
Wow.
she's
There
like
you
a
go.
badass, doing all the
Ah,
solos, and it's awesome. It's really
nice.
fun, and
Hmm.
the guys, my drummer, my other guitar player, and my bass player, everybody's just like really fun, really nice, and it's just yeah, it's really fun. So I'm excited, and like my band in Nashville, I play with them a lot too, and we played in Wisconsin together, and then also whenever I'm out in Nashville, and I've been playing like with my drummer in Nashville for like 8 years, and so we
Oh
know each
wow.
other really well, and you
What were you,
know
12 when you started singing?
exactly, yes. I'm only
20.
20. So so
Um,
yeah, but it's been really good. Like it's really fun playing with the band, but you have like chord charts, but also every band member and kind of brings something different to the table as far as, musicality goes. And it's like I come to them, either with my song that's already recorded. I'm like, yeah, here's this. Playing it live is always different. That's why I love playing live, is because it's just such a different feel, and the song is a little bit different of a vibe, and it mainly has more energy, which is really
mhm.
fun. So yeah, I love it.
um, Hang on one second here. Hang on. Alexa, set a timer for 9:57. For how long? No, 10 minutes. Gosh darn it, Alexa.
Alexa. I get it.
Yeah, I want to remember to wrap this at an hour. We can keep going,
Yeah,
but I want to be able to, use it on Instagram and it has a
yeah,
solid out. But
perfect.
yeah, and hopefully I set that right. Anyway, if anybody out there notices, if it's close to 1 hour, let me know.
Oh yeah, and
And it's not.
I'll keep a
Yeah,
lookout because we got
it's
time.
at
Yeah.
44. Um, so your band, obviously, people move in and out, and the part of the music business that I was in was I was the operations manager for a concert sound company. So we did sound reinforcement, for venues and festivals and stuff like that.
Nice.
And I got out to them concerts. I'm no sound engineer really, but sometimes I would get thrown into doing it. But the the band and having people, kind of come and go,
Mhm.
uh, that's just pretty much common, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that you have a couple of different places with a good group of people to be
Mhm.
able to play with. I think that's got to be nice. Instagram allows up to 4 hours. Well, now, Lee, I don't know how you do that. All I maybe that's for the,
I think that's if
you know
maybe you if it is directly on Instagram before like a
that makes sense.
yeah,
Yes, for
before like
sure.
an upload, it has a
Right.
limit, I
But I
think.
could, I guess, go Instagram live and then hold the other phone in front of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Man, I say I've learned
But
a lot about technology this last year, so
yeah. Well, let me just tell the folks out there, do not with Instagram, because they'll just block you, ban you, whatever. Like, because people want to like do what I'm doing right now is they want to go live on Instagram, but like on Haps or YouTube or something as well. And Instagram's like, ooh, no, 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 we don't let you do that.
Yeah,
Um,
you have to go directly on. Yeah.
yeah, you got to do it now. But what I'm thinking about doing is just having another camera, and then hell, I could theoretically do it with even the one signal, but it gets a little tricky because I got to be able to grab your signal and stuff. But what I'm trying to do is find a way to actually broadcast on a phone
Mm.
and on Haps. But the trick is you wouldn't be on the phone, so I still have to figure all that out. But
Oh, interesting.
um, because you got to kind of go where the people go,
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
and you know, I don't know. You know, some people are like, "Well, you shouldn't be on every platform because you look desperate." Well, I am fucking desperate.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm trying
Well,
to
because
make a
you have
career here.
to,
You know what I
because
mean?
there's different people who go to different platforms, you know?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, yeah, that, what do you, what do you do for fun?
Oh, man, for fun. Well, I really love to go biking. That's
Hmm.
like a big, I guess, hobby of mine now. And I live, really close to the beach. So,
Mm.
I live next to like a canal that goes directly to the beach. So then I just go down, bike down to the beach, and it's
Another eye
awesome.
roll. Sorry.
What?
I said another eye roll, but this time it was because you lived near the beach. I'm like,
I know, right? Yeah,
shit.
I know.
She's so
I'm not
lucky.
complaining. Like I know I'm not exactly roughing it where I am.
Oh no, darling. You do you. Just enjoy living in LA and being a rising country music star. That
Yeah.
is you do whatever the hell you want to do with it because you've worked your butt off to get there.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it's really fun. So yeah, I'm like biking, just hanging out with friends. I really like like now that like LA is kind of starting to open, like just like going to like live shows and things like that is always fun to go and like support my friends and
Yeah.
like things like that. Like it's been fun to be able to do that the last couple of like little bit here, so hopefully can keep on doing that. But yeah, like going to the beach, hanging out. I love finding like cute little like restaurants and like I love food. So like just like trying new food and yeah, I don't
Oh
know.
man,
Stuff like that.
LA and like taco trucks. Like I
Yeah.
was I stayed downtown when I was down there, and the only meal I needed to kind of cover myself was like lunch, and before I'd get picked up, and I found this taco truck on the first morning, and it was like orange and just like I just
Wow.
like, oh man, that looks like a nice truck. It's LA, but the tacos are awesome. Oh my god, they were like, and Chicago has great Mexican food. We have a
Yeah.
lot of Mexican people here, but I
Mhm.
mean, still, I'm like, it's this taco truck has got the best freaking tacos right up there that I've ever had. And
Oh
so
man,
the
yes.
next day, I'm
Oh,
like,
good.
"Are you guys picking me up before or after lunch?" And they're like,
Yeah,
"Well,
yeah.
what
You're
do
like,
you
wait,
want
I
to
want
do?"
to go
I'm like,
and pick
"Well,
you
why
up.
don't you pick me up after lunch because I want to find
Yeah,
that
yeah.
taco truck again." And I
Do
did.
you
They
know
were
what it's
right there.
called?
It was
What the
awesome.
taco Do you know what the taco truck was called?
No, I bet I took a picture though, so I'll send it out to you.
Yeah, yeah. Man, yeah, like well, it's so great, it's like, we got Koreatown here, we got like just like different pockets of places that have all different types of really good food. So it's awesome. I love living here. So
Yeah. I mean, California is a an interesting place because you've got like fires and the
yeah,
beach and
yeah,
like I mean it's a you got earthquakes and
yeah, yeah.
but it's like you know it's like paradise. I
It
mean
is.
it's
Yeah.
beautiful. It's just it's a beautiful place. I mean I'm not going to complain. Last time I was out there for that short period of time, I mean the weather was just
Mm,
perfect and
yeah.
you know you just couldn't beat it. What is the what is like what's your next release like you got something lined up? I know, and like do you so actually before we talk about that, so one of the things that has changed in music, I don't know when this change would have probably the streaming services, it would have been a while before this got into the kind of the individual musicians and the indie musicians. But a lot of people don't write albums per se
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
They just release singles,
Yeah.
and then you see an EP or whatever.
Mhm.
What have you been doing? What are you planning?
Yeah, I've just been doing, singles, about, like, every 6 to 8 weeks since 2019,
Hmm.
and, like, the reason behind that is mainly because, like, as an independent artist, we live in a day and age where it's, like, because of the streaming platforms, just because of social media, where it's, like, you constantly need to be creating and releasing content,
Right.
so that's kind of been my plan, like as an independent artist. It'd be so awesome to do like a cohesive album at some point.
Hmm.
Hopefully I, get to the point where like somebody will want to sit down and listen to a whole album with me
Right,
of
and
me all
you
at
got
once.
the money to pay for
Yeah,
8
exactly.
tracks at a time instead of, every 6 weeks, "Ooh, we got enough cash. Let's go do another song."
Exactly. Well, and too, it's like, like I'm always writing songs, so it's like, I have, recorded albums like in the past, like when I first started doing music, and it's like I go in with like 10 songs, record them all, and then, that's it, and that's where your money's spent, and then a week later, you could write a better song, but it's like, "Oh, well, like, too late," kind of. So it's kinda nice to do, like, the single thing because I'm recording and releasing songs that, like, If I Fall, I wrote a couple months ago, and Don't Wanna Know,
Mhm.
I wrote a year ago, but I released them, so you kinda can pick and choose. So I like that
Yeah,
aspect.
well, I know, because Georgia, our friend, Georgia
Yeah.
Feroz, she's got, like, 12 songs and, on her album,
Yeah.
and, I've heard them all, by the way, and they're all very good.
So
Ooh,
good. I'm so
I
excited.
don't tell
Yeah.
anybody I heard them all, but,
Yeah.
the, like, you like they just get pennies for the streaming services,
Yeah.
literally. And the you're as an kind of as an dude, Big Z, it has been a very long time, and you definitely should like hit me up on Instagram or something so we can talk. And please come back and chat with us here. But it's good to see you, man. What was I saying? Um,
Oh, yeah.
what was I saying?
Oh, just, like, streaming, um oh, yeah, just, like, making money, basically.
Oh yeah, hold on a second. Okay, Alexa, stop. Thank you
Well,
very much. We have 7 minutes, but we'll get to the ready of the wrapping up.
oh, yeah, and then I can do, like, one more song. I will do Palm Reader for Odell as my closing
Well, why
song.
don't you? Let's see. How long is that song going to take? Do you know?
Maybe, like, 3 minutes?
Why don't you jump and do it, and we'll
Okay,
close out. I think we
cool.
got time, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do after that. All right, here we go.
This is Palm Reader. Mirror, mirror the heartbreak. The crystal ball told us so that someday love would find a home. But when I'm with you, someday doesn't seem so far away. No, is it hopeless being a romantic? 'Cause I'm so hopeless dreaming about your smile. If I was a palm reader, baby, then would I could tell you your future. I'd say you were strong to live a good life, and one day you might find a wife, but I'm not a palm reader. But I know I'm your future. Baby, if I play my cards right, would you come home with me tonight? 'Cause I don't ever want to say goodbye. We're all dealt a different hand, we get along the best we can with what this life has to offer us. Is it hopeless being a romantic? 'Cause I'm so hopeless dreaming about your smile. If I was a palm reader, baby, then would I could tell you your future. I'd say you're strong to live a good life, and one day you might find a wife, but I'm not a palm reader. But I know I'm your future. I know it's written in the stars. It's written on my heart. Permanent, permanently. If I was a palm reader, baby, then I could tell you your future. I'd say you were strong to live a good life, and one day you might find a wife, but I'm not a palm reader. But I know I'm your future. Oh, I know I'm your future. Oh, I know I'm your future.
Wow, thank you. That was just
Thank
absolutely
you.
beautiful. And
Thank you.
we made it. We have just over a
Perfect.
minute here to say goodnight. Though it's not going to be goodnight. At least I would like you to do blow off steam if you wouldn't mind
Okay.
after
Yes.
we close
Yes.
out here, because I really like that song.
Yes.
And the and when did you release If I Fall?
I released If I Fall like July 30th, and
Okay.
then
Yeah.
released or June 30th maybe? Yeah, June,
What'd
July,
you release just now?
and then I released Don't Wanna Know Friday.
Ah, there you go. All
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody. So, yes, we're wrapping this up for the Instagram crowd so that we
Thank you,
can play
Instagram.
this on Instagram.
So you won't
And
you have to go
otherwise,
listen to Blow Off Steam somewhere else.
yes, but maybe that'll show up. We'll see. All
Okay.
right. We got like 20 seconds. So, thanks everybody for watching, and pleasure having you here, Christy.
Thank
And
you for having me.
All right, there we go. Let's keep going.
There we go. Awesome.
That's all we needed.
Well, I'll do a blow off steam. Yeah, I'm really excited. I wrote this song in quarantine. Um, and just was getting tired of being stuck in my house. So how I blow off steam was to write a song about it.
This
So
song plays in my house quite a lot.
yeah, good. I'm glad.
So much.
Stop, I know what you're thinking. You think I'm losing my mind, but boy, I ain't playing. Just think that we could unwind with a bottle of something somewhere. Wherever we go, I don't care. It's far away from here. It's far from my fears. 'Cause I just need to blow off some steam. Escape whatever's happening in reality. Oh, and babe, won't you come with me? Yeah, 'cause I need a break from all of this heat. Oh, let's just blow off some steam. Yeah, let's just blow off some steam. In here. I promise I deserve this. I've been working so hard, and you know that I love it. Sometimes you need to get away, and that's okay. It's far away from here. It's far from my fears. 'Cause I just need to blow off some steam. Escape whatever's happening in reality. Oh, and babe, won't you come with me? Yeah, 'cause I need a break from all of this heat. Oh, let's just blow off some steam. Yeah, let's just blow off some steam. Here, 'cause I need to get away. Oh, and that's okay. Yeah. 'Cause I just need to blow off some steam. Escape whatever's happening in reality. Oh, and babe, won't you come with me? Yeah, 'cause I need a break from all of this heat. Oh, let's just blow off some steam. Yeah, let's just blow off some steam. Here, yeah, let's just blow off some steam.
Hey, that was absolutely wonderful.
Thank
I love
you.
that song. I
Thank
love that
you.
song. So it's just a fantastic song, and I mean, it's pretty cool to get to hang out and talk with people that you can play their stuff on Spotify. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Um,
thank you.
I like that. You might know somebody named Lisa Rose Huff. I don't
That is
know.
that is my mom.
I thought that might be somebody related to you.
Yeah,
Same
yeah,
last
the
name.
Huff gave it away.
Hello. Yes, Lisa Rose Huff. Hello. Thank you. You have an amazing daughter who is an amazing musician.
Thank
So
you.
Good job, mom. Uh, she did. I know you did all the work, Christy. Don't get me wrong. Uh,
No, also
Saki,
my mom is so supportive of me.
thank you for the high award. Great to see you. And Saki's a streamer on here, and she is in Japan.
Oh,
Um,
hello.
and it is, well, I think they are
Morning.
13 hours ahead of us, maybe. I think so. Sometime after around noon or something. I don't know. Um,
Hi.
that song, where'd that come from? What was that? What was the inspiration for that song?
Blew
Just the
off steam.
quarantine? Yeah.
Just quarantine, yeah, and just like, like literally needing to blow off steam. So then, that's how I wrote it.
I like that. Yeah, it's just it's catchy. The oh damn it. Hold on, it'll come to me. But Georgia has another a summer song too that's just it's really catchy. You know what I mean? Like it just gets in you. Oh, you know
Yeah.
what? And man, her name of her song, I feel it'll come to me here, but it's like a song. It was actually out last summer before, not this summer, but summer before. Like I think it's Harry Styles, Watermelon Sugar.
Oh,
I think
Watermelon Sugar, love that song. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, you just know when a song is gonna kind of hit. I think when you hear it or when you write it, and I mean, you got to
Mhm.
keep writing songs. But like, when I listen to an album or whatever, some of the songs don't go anywhere. But I mean, you just some of these songs you get in just three beats in, and you're like, man, that they
Yeah,
got
yeah.
it, and that's blow off steam. I
Thank you.
mean, I know I consciously heard it the first time and I knew it was you. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But my memory is almost like it just came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Because we've played it so many times. So
Oh,
yeah,
thank you.
it's yeah. Oh yeah. Well, hopefully we got you a nickel on Spotify.
Yes. Hey, I'll take it. I get it.
But being a singer songwriter, or I mean, sorry, a country musician here, country music star.
Yes,
Um,
star. Don't forget it. I'm kidding.
Oh, hell yeah, you're a star, 100%. And, like, did I ask this yet? Oh, well, let's ask it this way. Ooh, what is the most fun you've had ever as a
Ever?
country music
Ooh.
singer? Yeah. Is there like one moment that just like boom or
Um, I think, man, I think so. I played my first big ever festival that I played was in 2018. I opened up for Jason Aldean at Country Fest in Wisconsin, and I booked a month-long tour from LA to Nashville or LA to Wisconsin, and we had a show like every we had 20, I think we had like 24 shows in 28 days or something like that.
mm,
So, that was, like, honestly, like, I mean, that was, like, the best time ever, just kind of
not
playing
that
a
times aren't
show.
good now, but yeah.
Yeah, no,
Right.
but, like, playing a
Yeah.
show every single night and then playing that
Yeah.
festival, it was since it was my first, you never forget your first time. No, but, like,
Right.
your my very first, like, big festival like that, it was just, I never experienced anything like it, and it was just so much fun. So I wanna go back to that feeling. But honestly, every time I play a big show like that, it's amazing and so much fun. And I'm like, you never know if it's gonna be the last. So I just like always try to
Yeah.
like take it in and just be excited and be happy. So
Well, there'll be more big shows for you.
thank
I'm
you.
pretty confident. I'm pretty confident. I did ask it, but then I got away from it for a second. You got another single coming out in like 6 8 weeks or what? Where are you?
So, I'm gonna be releasing, an acoustic version of my Christmas song that I released last year.
Oh, there you go.
So, kind of getting into the holiday season, I'm gonna,
Well, 6 to 8
take a
weeks.
pause. Yeah,
Crap. That's November. Shit.
I know, right?
Right. Holy
Yeah,
cow. I don't
yeah.
know where this year went. I
Oh, I
mean,
know, 2021 went by so fast, I can't believe it,
I mean,
yeah.
2020 was hell, and
Yeah, yeah,
2021 really wasn't
much
awesome,
better.
but man,
Yeah,
it still went fast.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know, yeah, so Yeah.
Crazy fast. Where are you gigging next? What's your
Well, so
next
my
gig?
next show is going to be in Temecula. Next Wednesday, I get to open up for Dylan Scott. So if you guys are in, the Southern California area, go get tickets. It's at South Coast Winery in Temecula. The show starts at 7, doors are at 5. So go get tickets. We'd love to see you.
I love it. I love it. The sometimes this doing this on Haps feels, like halfway between the old what do they have, public access shows, and and
Mhm.
something pretty damn good, and tonight it was pretty damn good, so it was
Well, thank
awesome
thank
to
you so
have
much
you
for
here.
having me. We'll have to do it again, and we'll have to talk about, doing a live show with,
Yeah,
incorporating
let's
it.
figure that out. I think that would
Yeah,
be fun,
yeah,
and
yeah,
spread it around, because I would love if you live stream occasionally on Haps if you wanted to, but this way I could, we could have my followers and then find your followers and everything. So,
yeah.
yeah, that would be helpful, I
That would be
think.
really awesome.
It'd be great. All right. Well, listen, I'm going to let you get back to California,
Yes,
and
I'll
I'm
let
going
you
to
get
be
back to
jealous.
Chicago. Thank you guys so
Yeah.
much for tuning in, and thanks for having me tonight.
Yeah, there used to be a venue here called Whiskey River. It's not here anymore, but
Oh,
I saw Shania Twain before
ooh,
anybody knew who
wow.
Shania Twain was at
That's
Whiskey
amazing.
River. Yeah, I
I
mean, can
I
you
played at
imagine
I played at
Shania
Carol's
Twain
Club.
playing a room of maybe 150 people? Well, she
Wow.
must not have been known at that point, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because when Shania was Shania, that place would have been,
like,
filled the whole block.
thousands of people. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's still pretty awesome now. I mean,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong,
Oh, that's
but
awesome.
yeah, I got to meet Shania Twain before, and where I was like, okay, cool, you're great. I love your music, but I don't know who you are. I don't know what I
That's
was thinking. I was
cool.
probably just thinking I got to hook up a cable, because why was I at the Shania Twain Whiskey River show was because an engineer didn't show up and I had to do some kind of
Oh.
work. So,
Oh,
but
nice.
I got to meet Shania Twain, so that was cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and well, someday I'm going to
Someday.
say I got to meet Christie Huff. So I
Yeah.
might even say it tonight.
Yeah.
So
Well, thank you so much, and I hope to see you soon.
yeah, you too. We'll talk, and actually stay right here, because I'll close this out, and we'll be able to talk for a second behind the
Okay,
scenes,
cool.
unless you get disconnected. But I think we'll be okay. So
Okay.
everybody, thank you very
Thanks, you
much
guys.
for watching. Yeah, thank you, Christy Huff, and Christy Huff's mom, and Saki, and Odell, and
Yes. Thanks, you guys.
Lisa, your mom, and Big Z was here, which is fantastic. And I know there was somebody else in here. If I missed you, oh, well, another person there. Juan Miguel. All right, my friend. All right, everybody. Peace be with you, and namaste.